Absolutely. I'm going to start here right away, ladies and gentlemen. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much for attending the Protective and Social Services Committee meeting held April 27th, today, 2021. It's a virtual meeting. There's nobody in attendance other than the ones on the screen. And with that, I have myself, Eunice Friesen, and Mayor Clayton are part of the team today. And we'll start off with the call to order. We just did that. There is no delegations. We have one report, and that's from Director Manuel. And if Mr. Manuel, are you ready to do the service area report? That would be great.
I sure am. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Within Community Social Development, they advised me that Youth Week will be held May 1st to May 7th this year. And the Youth Advisory Council will be hosting 2 events. So on May 5th at 5:30 to 8:30 p.m., a documentary showcasing youth breaking down barriers around mental health will be screened online. And the event will be followed by a panel discussion in conjunction with Alberta Health Services. That's called Connecting the Dots. And then the Virtual Youth Engagement Awards will be held May 7th, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And these awards are presented annually to businesses, schools, and agencies that demonstrate positive youth development. So that's an exciting week coming up for the Youth Council. Within Enforcement Services, Mr. Kokash advises me that the first 2 members of their bike patrol unit should be ready to hit the paths come May 1st. So that's just around the corner this weekend. Hopefully in conjunction with nice weather. Hopefully turn the page on that today. Within GPREP, GPREP's actually participating today in a tabletop exercise with industry that centers around a community-wide gas outage in Grande Prairie, so a natural gas outage. So that will be a real interesting learning from industry and the impacts on infrastructure and likelihoods and vulnerabilities that might exist. So I really look forward to hearing what the debrief of that brings about. Additionally, last week, GPREP team members met to do a debrief regarding the community care program that ran for just over the past year. Really good feedback received from the community and from our business partners that were involved in that. So I look forward to sharing some of the highlights of that with council at a later date, because it was an exceptionally well-ran program considering how quickly it was developed and deployed. Within the fire department, recruitment's underway for 4 vacant firefighter positions. Probably comes as no surprise. There was over 200 qualified applicants for the 4 spots. So no shortage of people desiring to be firefighters. We will be moving forward with the testing and interviews starting in June. And fire also reports that due to their involvement in the medical first response program, that operational members of the fire department have been included in COVID-19 vaccine deployments, which is one of the things they had been advocating for. And the RCMP report, they've also faced some COVID implications throughout April, where they had fairly recently had 9 members test positive. An additional 7 members were close contacts that were required to isolate. Fortunately, service to the public has not been affected by the shortages, as we've been able to redeploy internally. Members have started to return to work, and the last of which we believe to be back April 28th, which will be tomorrow. Alberta Health Services has started vaccinating operational members within the RCMP at the detachment as well. So some positive development there. And then within the director's office, we're presently involved in and overseeing the development of a community-wide homeless initiative strategy. So trying to take all the different avenues from prevention, intervention, diversion, a number of focus areas we're working on an action plan to bring forward to this committee in the coming weeks. So we're very eager to show the community what services have been deployed and some things that are on development and some opportunities that exist in the future for us to really make a focused effort at addressing some of the community's biggest concerns.
Thank you very much, Mr. Manuel. Just a question regarding the firefighters. 200 people applied for 4 positions. That's pretty amazing. Did they come from all over the country or in Alberta, do you know, at this time?
I don't have the specific information, but my understanding of past practice is that, so these are firefighters that come with a degree of firefighting qualification already. So those are, 200 people that have taken some steps to develop those skills that they're looking for. And I suspect that they do come from across the country. Obviously, Grande Prairie has a pretty significant pool of local resources that are often pretty competitive.
Well, thank you very much for the report. Was there anybody from committee that wants to ask any questions? Councillor Friesen, you're good? Okay, Mr. Clayton? Okay, sounds like you're off the hook, Mr. Manuel. Thank you very much for your report. With that, we have no items of correspondence. We had no other business. We're not reviewing any bylaws or policies today. We do have an outstanding items list. Do you want to give that brief report, Mr. Manuel?
My understanding is we don't have any items on the outstanding items list.
I knew that. I just wanted you to say that. So thank you. And with that, we have we can call adjournment on this meeting. Thank you very much. So the